This week on 3D Printed Soup, food stands in the wasteland. It's fast food in the apocalypse. That's right after this. Hello fellow makers and welcome back to 3D Printed Soup. This week I have been contacted by a company called Radium Minis. They are doing a fantastic thing called a crawler and food stand. It's a wasteland set where you can basically have almost a Fallout aesthetic food stand that sells, rat burgers and Nuka-Cola and all those wonderful things that you associate with the wasteland and wasteland living. That and cannibalism and giant super mutants. But yeah, this thing is great for if you're playing Gaslands or you're playing Necromunda. It's a place where your gangs can hang out and buy some food and maybe have a shootout halfway through a meal. It's a wonderful, wonderful set. It has a tractor, it has the food stand itself, and it all breaks into parts, so you can put figures in it and figures around it, and it makes a lovely little set piece. I'm really looking forward to building it and designing it. So yeah, they said if I wanted to give it a try, I could. They got a Kickstarter at the moment, links in the description below. If you like it, jump on there, and if you fancy sorting them out and maybe backing them on Kickstarter, go right ahead. I'm not paid by them, they just sent me some stuff to review. I like it and I'm looking forward to building it, but yeah, you make up your own mind, you do you. There's no rules in the wasteland. Now, let's get on and print ourselves this wonderful fast food truck. Before we do, however, thanks to everyone who has liked and subscribed this year. Absolutely love you guys, you have been brilliant. So many watches, so many likes and so many new subscribers. Welcome to the 3D printed wasteland, where the rads are hot and the food is cold. So let's get on and print this and see if we can't make ourselves a lovely little set piece with a fast food truck, a tractor, and all the rat burgers you can stuff down your gullet. Let's give this a try. Okay, I absolutely officially love this set. I mean, it starts off with the tractor. Yeah, this is brilliant. It's chunky, it feels old and beaten up but still functional. It's one of these things where you think, yeah, this thing could have been doing 1,000 different jobs over the years, and eventually it's been ended up being used to transport this food carrier thing around. I like the way that comes off. You can basically just have it as a regular sort of tractor with a sort of foot plate there and these wonderful tracks and a big sort of cow catcher at the front. You can put that on there as well, and you've got some shelter there from the wasteland sun, and you've got this lovely sort of weird twisty antenna which printed out really nicely on the Ender 3 actually. Very, very nice. The rest of it I have printed on the LD002R, which is a really, really lovely 3D resin printer. It's a bit old now, but hey, this thing's still a workhorse and I absolutely love it. And yeah, this thing has come out very, very nicely, and it's chunky, it's heavy, printed in about 8 hours, and yeah, it's in 3 separate parts: antenna, the tent, and the chunky tractor itself. And yeah, that looks absolutely great, especially with like the red and a bit of weathering on it. Just looks like a lovely piece of aged technology. But then there's the best part of this, the Nuka Noodles food truck itself. It's a lovely piece of terrain just by itself. It's very, very heavy. I printed the top in resin because that came out very, very well, and I printed the sign, the body, and the underneath on my Ender 3 in PLA. Yeah, it's great. I love the fact that you can print the roof either in one section if you've got a big chunky printer, or you can print it in 2 if you want to save some time, or if you want to print it on a smaller printer. And just take the sign off. And you've got this great interior. It's got a sort of barbecue section at one end with a grill and meat. Rather dubious looking meat, in fact. Frying pan and all kinds of bits and pieces. It's got lots of lovely counter space here, and inside you've got all the kitchen appliances and lots of cupboards and cubby holes, and you can just fill that with all kinds of wonderful things. You can print out cans, you can print out food, you can print out sort of like insects and things you can put around the place. You can make it as clean or as dirty and messy as you want with a few little choice props. This is a lovely, lovely piece of terrain. And yeah, if you wanted to, you could even basically turn it to just make it look like a burnt out thing. Basically just leave it open like this in the middle of the wasteland as a piece of scenery to hide behind. But yeah, lovely stuff. Love the wheels, love the undercarriage. Really, really enjoy the outside aesthetic where it looks like someone's taken a Winnebago and just cut the top off, stuck a new roof on, and the tractor just hooks on the front there, and yeah, absolute perfection. And the Nuka Noodles sign in place. I love that Nuka Noodles. It's like I say, like Nuke Cola. It just has a lovely sort of, as I say, Fallout feel to it. But yeah, I say Gaslands, Necromunda, many, many other games you could use this for. And absolutely beautiful. This is up on Kickstarter at the moment under Radium Minis Kickstarter campaign. Links in the description below. Check them out if you like this and if you fancy giving them a follow. As I say, I'm not being paid by them. They've just sent me the miniatures and I'm reviewing them. And I'd say this prints well, it paints well, it looks great. And yeah, with a few sort of picnic tables out the front and a bit of sand or a bit of sort of dodgy terrain under it, it's going to look like a great little sort of base or a little place where you can stop and have a meal between slaughtering super mutants and giant rad roaches. Fantastic. And thank you so much for Radium Minis for providing this lovely miniature for me to print. Next week, I've got a fantastic special print to do just before Christmas. It's not Christmas related, it's more channel related. Getting very, very near to becoming a YouTube partner, or at least the possibility of becoming a YouTube partner. I'm not quite sure what that entails yet, but I seem to have the numbers, so we'll have to see. But once again, thank you so much for following us this year. Channel's grown hugely, and that's all thanks to you guys. Much, much love. Stay happy, stay safe, keep printing.